Hey everybody, it's Chris and I'm here covering the video April dropped. I think was it yesterday? I've been a little busy, so you guys know that. But this is her week 6 weigh-in and update after her weight loss surgery. She is sped up for time. Guys, I am making quite a few videos today, so I'm not wasting too much time with the intros and stuff, but I do appreciate all the followers who come back and watch the videos, all the new viewers. I love you guys. You rock. I think April's been doing very well. I think she looks really pretty here. If I have to skip through anything, I will. I will link her video down below as always. She's slightly sped up. I skipped past the first few, like 40 seconds, because she was just kind of rehashing some stuff. But I like these videos. I hope she doesn't just do these like Amber where all she does is sit and talk. I don't mind these parts. I hope she starts getting back more into the vlogging where she actually goes out and shows us things and stuff. I think she's hesitant to do that because she doesn't like how people in Kiwi Farms find her and stuff like that and locate things, and they caught her in a bunch of lies. But the fact is nobody ever did anything to her. Nobody ever went to her house. Nobody ever called her. I don't think anybody would really go do anything to her in person. And they know where she's at. They knew where she's at before she told us where she was moving. So it's a moot point. But anyways, let's see what she has to say here. I think April looks very pretty here. I like her hair. I think it looks very nice. And I think she looks very nice.
I'm really starting to notice changes in my body. I've experienced some pretty awesome changes in my body, like just in my ability to carry myself around. And I am so excited to talk about some of those things.
Yeah, she's lost over, I think, 30 pounds the first like month after surgery. So she's doing really well. And you can definitely see notice a difference in her pictures.
And yeah, I'm just struggling to figure out where to get started. So food-wise, I brought chicken in at 4 weeks. I think I talked about this. The dietitian said at about 4 weeks I could try chicken thighs, and
a staple diet food, right? Chicken.
I think chicken is gonna have to be something I do in moderation. I have definitely been struggling with, like, some days I am able to get everything in, it's super easy, and other days it's like I'm force feeding myself, and then I'm struggling with, am I supposed to?
I don't think she should force feed herself. I know they want her to get set amounts of protein in and stuff like that, but you kind of also don't want her to force feed herself. If she truly feels full, I think it would be bad for her to force herself to eat past the feeling of satiety, and because that's part of the problem, right? That's why we gain weight. That's why we get big and we have these issues. That's part of April's issue. I think it's probably not good for her to force herself to eat when she truly feels like she's not hungry or she's done. That's my opinion. I don't know if maybe they're saying she has to. And also, I know, like, chicken thighs, I prefer thighs over chicken breasts and stuff. I know they have a little more fat and calories in them. It's not that much more. To me, it's worth it because it just tastes better. But I wonder why they have her doing thighs as opposed to chicken breast, because the breasts are leaner and lower calorie and still have the protein. So I'm wondering if that's just because it's a personal choice of what she prefers. But she said her dietitian put her on them. So I'm curious.
To prioritize, like, not eating when I'm not hungry. Or am I supposed to get the amount of protein in that you said I am? And so I'm very excited.
And she should talk to them about that, because I wouldn't want her eating past her fullness cues.
That this week is the week I will meet with my dietitian, and I'll be able to ask her, like, should I stop? Because that's what they say, to stop eating when you feel full.
Yeah.
And so what I've been doing, and hopefully it's the right thing to do, but what I've been doing is I stop when I'm full, and then instead of having like 3 to 5 meals or eating 3 to 5 times a day, I will split the meal. So I've like put the food in my Fitness Pal, and so I know that what I've set out to eat will get me the numbers that I need with protein. And then if I feel like full, then I'll just split it. So instead of,
that's a better idea. I like that better for her. I like that she's not, like, she shouldn't force herself to really eat more if she really is full when she feels like she can't eat anymore. If I were, I think it's good that she's really not pushing that, because that's a slippery slope.
Of having it in one meal, I'll have my, like, I'll eat what I can, and then like 2 hours later I'll eat the rest. And so it's just, I don't know if that's right, and I am very eager to chat with my dietitian and find out if I am doing things right. I need to work on not being so dramatic, because everything that I choose to do, I'm like, oh no, am I wrong? Am I gonna mess everything up? And I'm like, chill, you're not.
Yeah, she likes to focus on the negative, and a lot of people do that, right? We do that. But it really it affects April in a negative way. She really, the negativity, she has a hard time dealing with it. So I would like her, and it happens, but I think that I would like to see her just continue to focus on positives and say, okay, this negative thing's happening, or this is an issue, this could happen, but don't dwell on that. Try to focus on the good stuff and deal with the bad stuff as it happens, but really try to focus on what is going right.
Not going to mess anything up. Messing things up is going to come when you don't have this level of restriction, because the restriction doesn't last forever. And with the surgery I got, it's not as much of a restriction as like getting the gastric sleeve or another surgery. At least it wasn't with my surgeon. So they don't make the stomach quite as small. That way it hopefully prevents the malnutrition.
But also you got to remember, her surgery is a more drastic one. They really rerouted her digestive tract so that she, while it might not be as, her stomach might not be as small as with the sleeve and stuff, she is going to have more issues with absorption, and they did that surgery is done for that purpose. So she is still going to have to worry about that.
Is his goal. So some people get the same surgery that I get, but it's very different because their pouch in their stomach will be quite small, and their common channel is what it's called, will be like shorter. So mine's considering on the longer end, and then the pouch wasn't made as small. I'm not going to break it. I just need to follow the things that they have told me to do. I'm like looking down and like just tapping as if you can see it, but I just need to follow the things that they said to do one by one.
Yeah, and I wonder that. Like, I wonder why maybe they just didn't make her pouch as small, because it is still an aggressive surgery. But I wonder how they make that decision, because April had bad problems with eating and controlling herself. She more than doubled her weight. She got herself in a very bad place. I wonder how, like, and I'm not like shitting on her for that. It happens, we all have issues. But I wonder how they decided to give her a bigger pouch and a longer, like, compared to some of the other ones. Like, that's interesting to me, because I'm not like super well versed in the very specifics of bariatric surgery, and I know it's a very individual thing, but I just wonder how the doctor made that choice.
One by one, and then just let everything else go and not worry so much, because it's not doing me any good to worry. And yeah, I'm gonna get my questions answered, and so I'm not gonna be off on my own long enough to do damage without being like, hey, is this what I'm supposed to do, or is that what I'm supposed to do? And I always have the option to email. I just feel bad like monopolizing people's time, but this upcoming week is a week I have been looking forward to for a long time. This past weekend was amazing. It was so good. My friend Shantae is my oldest friend. Having her,
oh, okay, so this is the friend, and I think the friend's kid that was coming over.
Her here, it's weird because she knows me so well. It always surprises me. I'm gonna start crying. It's just the most comforting feeling. We've been friends for over 25 years.
Oh, that's nice. Those are nice pictures. And here's the thing, though, April, I'm gonna be really upset if you didn't vlog anything. Like I said, I don't mind these talking videos, but she needs to really show something, like start to show something.
And so being able to be with someone that you know that well, and you love and you care about, and they love and care about you, and you just have all these shared, I don't know, it was just special. So happy that she came. Loved getting to spend time with her.
That's good, because with them moving to the islands, I'm sure you have like social media and video calls and stuff, but I imagine that without any other family there, just her and Kenny, you can feel really isolated and feel like you're on another planet sometimes. So it's good that somebody got to come and see her.
And her daughters and her husband, and that my husband was here to do it. We had some good times, and one of the days that we went down to Waikiki, and we ended up walking from one end to the other. So we just did like this big loop, which isn't the furthest loop, but we also went to the zoo and we went through different shopping areas. And at the end of the day, I had done like 15,000 steps. And I'm just so happy that I can do something like that while chatting. So
yeah, and it's fun. It gets you out in the fresh air, in the sunlight. You're getting steps. It's a perfectly appropriate activity, and you're not just like walking around and I'm not knocking walking around a track per se, because I used to love doing that. If we had a track close to here, I would. But it is also nice to just walk and do things where you can, there's things to see and things to enjoy and take in. So I think that would motivate people more, as opposed to just like walking on a treadmill or something like that. So this was nice, and she got to be active and do something with her family.
For comparison, my brother, sister-in-law, and nephew came, and we had an amazing time. I just loved having them here so much. Like, anyway, for comparison, I found myself lagging way behind a lot, and doing it because in a way that was like, I kind of slinked back because I knew that I was moving slower. And
she is still adjusting to a much lower calorie intake, and she's still a lot bigger. So I hope she's not too hard on herself about stuff like this. The fact she's out doing it, and she needs to take that win. I think she has a hard time accepting her physical limitations, and she beats herself up for them, and I don't think it's good for her to do that.
I didn't want to slow anyone down, and I was embarrassed, and I wasn't comfortable, and talking and moving, like when we did even like short hikes, was just not comfortable, and I was a little embarrassed.
And you got to remember, because she is losing weight, but she is, what was she at, 280, 290, something like that? She is still fairly close to 300 pounds, and she's 5'1", 5'2" around my height. I'm like 5'1", somewhere around there. Between, probably closer to 5 foot. I'm closer to 5 foot, but I say 5'1" sometimes. So she is very petite, very short. She's got a very small frame. So she is still carrying a lot of excess weight. And she did suffer a few years back a very legitimately serious leg and knee injury. So that might have something to do with it too. But she'll get to the point where she can be faster and move at a quicker clip. So it'll get there, girl.
And those things didn't overshadow the joy that I felt in spending time with them. And we did so much. They were here for a week, and we did so much, and it was amazing. But at the same time, only being a little over 5 weeks out and being able to move so much easier and better, and being able to talk and move, and like me and my friend, we would just be walking and we'd be talking and talking and talking, and then we look back and we're like, where did everybody go? Like, I was so into like our conversations, or our conversations with the girls even, that we would just, I didn't think about how my body felt. Like, it wasn't a factor. It wasn't something I needed to consider, because
and I think that's good. I don't think while she's out doing her walks or activities, whatever she's doing, exercise, she needs to be harping on her limitations or what she thinks she should be doing better. Just like deal with it in the moment, accept where you're at, and accept that as you keep going, you will get better, and you will not stay at that point forever. You can and will improve. And I think she just needs, like I said, I think April really needs to keep herself in a positive light, because she doesn't deal well with negativity, and a lot of people don't. So, but yeah, no, that's good.
I just felt good. I had plenty of water with me, and then I brought some protein.
Yeah, let me know, guys, for those of you who've been there or know. I know where I live, it gets super hot, and it feels way worse because of the humidity. Does Hawaii get, I know it gets hot, obviously, but is it really humid, or is it more of a dry heat? I know that can make a difference for a lot of people too.
Things with me, so that way I was nourished and didn't feel the need to eat out. We did go out to a place for lunch, and it was a soup place, so I thought I was going to be able to have what I ordered, and then I couldn't, and so my husband got to enjoy.
Well, good for her for not trying to eat something she shouldn't have, or she realized she couldn't have it. So good on her.
We did go out to eat that evening though, and it was pretty cool to get to share. It's one of our favorite like restaurants here. It's a Japanese barbecue restaurant. My friend's husband had told my husband that like he really wanted to go to Japanese, and then he got there and he's like, oh, I don't know, this menu's all raw meats, because they bring out the meats and then you cook it on the little grill in front of you. I got shrimp, which came in like a little 4-piece shrimps, and I ate 2 of them and was able to share the other ones. It was like a spicy shrimp and it was so good.
Okay, so is that a normal amount to eat after a surgery like that? She said she had 2. Wait a minute. Did she mean she had 2 servings of the 4 shrimp, so she had 8, or just 2 shrimp? Because I feel like 8 would maybe be a lot that soon out of surgery. But then again, she did just tell us also that her doctor made her pouch a little bigger than some people's. So I don't know. It also would, I guess, depend on the size of the shrimp.
Good. And then I got a little piece of salmon. I guess it wasn't an appetizer, but it was pretty small. And then I ate like 2 or 3 bites. And
okay, yeah, okay, so, well, I don't know, that I don't know. I'm not sure. I did. My kiddo I'm starting to branch him out to get him to try more things and different flavors. He likes salmon. We went to the store today and we got him from the seafood section. They had this Caribbean marinated salmon fillets. So I got him one of those. So he's going to have them. I'm going to cook that today for him for dinner. I'm just going to take a couple bites because it is a sweeter sauce. But he's going to have that with some corn. So it looks like it's going to be really good.
It's amazing to me that I eat that and I am done. Like, I feel pleasantly full. I know that I'm done. I know that maybe I could eat a few more bites, but that I'm satiated and I feel good, and then I'm just done. And
it's nice. It would be so nice to be able to just eat a few bites of food and not want to or feel like you need to stuff yourself, and just eat, get what you need, be satiated, and move on. That's like the dream, right? I wish it was like that for me, because problems eating and food noise and stuff and cravings, they're just a bitch.
Anyway, I do not plan on eating out often.
Good.
Because I think that I'm just more comfortable having full control over.
And that's exactly it. You have more control. Ultimately, you can make the best choices at restaurants, but sometimes you still just never know. And there's no problem with going out occasionally, but they used to go out a lot.
Everything right now, and the only way to really ensure that is to eat at home. But
good. That's a good mindset for her to be in right now.
I enjoyed that, and enjoyed that I was able to find something that met my needs.
Yeah.
And I love that.
And guys, here's the thing, like, she could still go out, and I know a lot of people have a problem doing this, but you can get to the point where you do. Just because you're going out to eat with family and stuff, if you're on a diet or you're not sure and nothing's right for you, just because you go out you can still go out to eat and be social with your friends and family to a restaurant. You don't have to eat. Like, don't feel that pressure. Just tell them, like, I'm not going to eat here. You know, it doesn't fit into my diet, or I'm not really hungry, or I have something at home, or eat before you go, and just get something to drink. Get a water, get some sort of a low calorie drink or something like that, and just sit there and just tell them and get yourself into the mindset, I'm not here just for food. I'm here for the social aspect of it. And just tell them, you know, and say to yourself, I'm here to be with you guys. You know, the food is just extra and I don't need it. So you don't have to eat when you're at a restaurant with people. I know it's hard not to, but you don't have to.
I didn't sit there feeling deprived. Like, I didn't feel bad at all. I wasn't like, man, well, that's not entirely true. So they have this salad. It's literally just a salad with like this ginger dressing. And that's
probably really good. But the thing is too, sometimes you're going to have to feel deprived. It's going to happen.
It's so bad, and I couldn't have it. And so I just stared. I need salad. I think my body just misses vegetables a lot, but it wasn't like, I don't know. I felt so happy that they were enjoying their meal and that they were ordering different things, and my husband and her husband were having fun, like manning the grill. And I just enjoyed catching up with my friend, and
yeah, grilling's
it was just a great visit. And I appreciate the difference. It's such a short window of time between my brother coming and my friend coming. The change in my body it amazes me. I mean, it also saddens me that it didn't take me long to go from working out all of the time. I literally trying to run a marathon, and then 1 year later.
But were you really working out all the time, April? I see that's up for debate. I'm not here to say yes or no. I'm just saying there was some inconsistencies and discrepancies with what she was showing before.
I'm like struggling to walk again, like not because of bones or like any legitimate reason, but because I have let myself get into a state where everything just hurts. So I don't.
But don't beat yourself up over that. Yes, it happened. It sucks, but you're changing it now. Just you're changing it. You're doing better. You're intent on being better. Just go from there and be honest on the way, and you're good.
I don't know why I'm going down that, because I'm starting to beat myself up pretty bad, and I don't want to do that right now. I don't feel like that's very helpful, except that if you too do that, then know that we are not alone, and what you have done is done.
No,
and the only thing you can do, and the only thing I can do, is to do better right now going forward. And I just try to focus on that. And then I am so grateful to have this tool, to have had this weight loss surgery that has really changed a lot of things for.
And that's good. That's what people need to look at it as a tool. It's not going to be this thing that does all the work for you, but it is a very helpful tool that helps a lot of people. And I hope she really gets the most out of it that she can.
For me, now it's my understanding the things that feel so novel, like the big changes, aren't permanent. Like I won't have the same level of restriction forever. I won't have right now I'm eating such a limited groups of foods, and that isn't forever. So I just, everything that I did before, as far as losing the weight, I know it took me 2 years to lose 100 pounds, but
you didn't lose 100 pounds, April, so you're fibbing. Anyways, and yeah, that's right. It's not going to be restricted forever. That's where the discipline comes in, and also where the mental health comes in, and the attitude with food. So I am hoping that she's just choosing not to talk about it, because I think she's very prideful and embarrassed about mental health stuff, which I don't know why. But I hope that behind the scenes she is getting the therapy she needs. And there's no shame in that. Like I said, I don't know why she would feel shame about it, but I think she does. But I hope that, like, do the physical stuff, you're always going to fall back if you don't get the head right. So I hope that with doing this drastic measure that she's getting the mental help she needs behind the scenes, and so that she can have the prolonged success.
But I did that eating healthy food groups, making good choices.
No, you didn't, April, though, because you ate out a lot and you were secretly eating. You were definitely sneakily eating.
I feel happy that I did that, and I know that I'm capable. I know how different it helps me feel. Like when I am properly nourished, I know how much better I sleep and how much stronger I am when I work out. And I imagine this will be no different. So right now, I'm definitely not eating.
I just hope she doesn't fall back into that trap of where she was before, where I believe she just really banked on exercise and being active to make up for what she ate and to keep the weight off. That's not going to happen. You always have to really maintain the diets. Don't depend on just exercise for your weight loss or your weight maintenance. It's most of the time not gonna happen. So I hope that the exercise is a great adjunct to the diet and the food, but she really needs to make sure her food is always on point.
Very much at all. And I am not properly nourished, but as time progresses, that will even out, and I will be at a healthy weight, and my portions will be what they should be, as opposed to.
And let me tell you, and I know a lot of people go, those portions, because we have such portion distortion here in the States. It's not April's fault. This is like just the way it is here. But some people think that a portion for, like, once April, if she gets to a healthy weight, her portions aren't going to be big, guys. She's, like I said, she's a little teeny tiny hobbit-sized woman like me, 5 foot, 5'1", small. Especially if you're not super active every day and you don't have a very active job. She will probably only require, if she's sedentary a good bit, around 14 to 1500 calories. to maintain. Maybe a little less if she's active. I would say no more than maybe 1300-1400 to maybe 1600-1700. And if you're eating a lot of processed food and restaurant food, it's not a lot of food, and you can really get some volume in when you're eating a lot of natural stuff, vegetables and stuff. But by comparison to what people eat regularly, it's not actually a lot of food. If she was like a guy, taller, broader, stuff like that, like her nemesis Ilona is a bigger, more muscular woman. Her, and you know, she's active. Her, if Ilona wasn't active, her calories to maintain her weight would still probably be closer to 1900. It would be more, exponentially more than April. She's just in my boat where we just happen to be very short, petite women, and we just don't require as much food. And it sucks because food is delicious, but it is what it is.
To like, I don't know how big your stomach has to be for you to be able to like drink as much water and eat and do all of the things that I was able to do, but it was not a tiny tummy, and I don't know if I ever would have felt full, content feelings like I do now.
You
And
wouldn't have, not
I don't know.
with the way your stomach was stretched out before. No.
Even know what I'm talking about right now, so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be where I'm at, and I am tired of eating high protein stuff, but I am grateful that I am able to, and that I am getting my needs met, and that I feel the way that I feel. I feel like I'm babbling. So what else? What else can we talk about? So my friend came and it was just amazing. I loved already the changes, and in my energy level and my physical abilities have changed, and I'm just grateful. Yeah. So this week I will be meeting with my dietitian, and I'm not sure what the next phase is, and I'm excited to find out.
She's kind of rehashing stuff. I'm going to skip through here and kind of just try to get to the way in.
Like that. I like that right now. So,
sorry, April, not trying to be rude.
I love teeth. I just know that's something that I have to school.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Anyway.
Oh, she made that little weigh-in chart super small that time.
I'm excited for this week, and last week I weighed 283 pounds. This week I weighed in at 278.2, so I have lost 4.8 pounds.
Way to go. That's good, steady. It will slow down, and when it does, I hope that doesn't get to her mentally, but she is doing very, very good right now.
And I am so happy to just continue to progress. I imagine like all of my movement helped with that. And
it doesn't hurt. It's not going to hurt, definitely. But April, don't say, oh, I know my movement. And I get in that too, where I want to exercise more and burn more calories and stuff like that. But focus on the diet. Just think, oh, the exercise is extra, but don't think of it as how many calories am I burning doing this. Just stick to the plan, stick with the food, do the movement for your mental health and your overall just physical health. Don't focus on exercise being a weight loss or a calorie burning thing, and you'll be good. This was a great weigh-in. She's down just over 36 pounds.
So I'm just going to keep doing it, you know? I'm just going to keep moving. I'm definitely feeling more energetic this week, and I don't know if that's because I moved so much.
Well, and probably also the family and all that. It's a combination of things. I'm going to end this here, guys, because I think she's going to just rehash, and we got the weigh-in. I think she's doing really good. It's great to see somebody having success in Girl World, and it's motivating, and I really hope she just keeps this up. It is going to get to where it's going to be not all rainbows and unicorns, and it's going to get to where it's tougher, and she's going to have to really knuckle down and start depending on her own mental fortitude and stuff like that. I hope she's getting mental health treatment to work with the physical aspects of the surgery, and we will just have to wait and see. So, but I think she's doing great. I'm very happy to see it, and I am excited to be here covering her progress and her journey every step of the way since she came back. I've covered every video, and I hope my intent is to cover every video, and we will just see where it goes. I think she should be proud of herself. She should take these wins. She's doing well, and I would love to see her get there. I would love to see her get to a healthier weight, get back to kind of where she was. We need it in girl world, and I April is my horse in that race. So anyways, leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. So I hope you're having a good weekend, and well, it's not a weekend, a good week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.